No, people have discipline. Whatever you do, Allah wants discipline. In any religion, discipline is paramount. In fact, the essence of religion is to discipline humanity. Now, so if you come, you think that, oh, Mandamaya Kamte, and you want to jump the queue, then you create chaos. They tell you to go back, you are so, in fact, that is rudeness which will not be tolerated. The soldiers will be there anyway. The soldiers and the police will be deployed. We are not going to accept indiscipline. So if you are impatient, don't go there. Go to a place where you can just go and buy. But you cannot just go and find people there and you think you are better than those people. And also there's nothing like APRC, militant or whatever. There's nothing like militant. This has nothing to do with politics. This is religion. I want to make this very clear. So you cannot come and say, because I'm APRC, I'm just coming. You find people there and then it is sold to you. This is not politics. I'm doing it for every Gambian, irrespective of your political affiliation. Okay? Because I'm the president of all Gambians. Religion is religion. It has nothing to do with APRC or UDP or whatever. So this has nothing to do with politics. So don't say, oh, even if somebody comes in yellow, sell it to the person. It's a Gambia. Okay? Yes.
And Your Excellency, as an individual, how do you plan to spend your Laylatul Qadr tomorrow?
Look at that, the state is the best. Yes. It will be better, it may be better than Gamo, in fact. That's what we are working on.
Thank you very much, sir.
But don't come uninvited.
So, according to him, you need invitation to the State House.
Hey, I'm joking there.
I just wanted him to clarify that point.
Yeah, but
well, just to clarify that, the ordinary outlets receiving supplies from the Kanilai family farms will sell meat and bone at $55 and steak at $70. The price announced by the president only applies at the outlets owned by the Kanilai family farms. Western diplomats are stepping in to try and end the Egyptian political crisis, and Australia is also expanding plans to prevent asylum seekers from entering the country. We'll look at those and other stories when we come back after this break.
Ghana's leading ICT company, assemblers of mobile phones and computers, is now in the Gambia too. We are happy to bring our services to the people of Gambia and look forward to lasting relationship with the state and its people. Come choose from RG's range of phones and computers and enjoy delightful after-sale service and the confidence of warranties that will keep your devices good as new. Visit ROG at 62 Caraba Avenue, Circular KSMD, opposite the Pipeline Mass, or check out roggambia.com for more information.
RLG, proudly yours.
Welcome back. Western diplomats are stepping in to try and help Egypt end its political standoff before it goes too far. U.S. Deputy Secretary of State William Burns was in Cairo today talking with members of the interim government and members of Muslim Brotherhood who are calling for deposed President Mohamed Morsi to be reinstated. The government is growing impatient with the marathon sitting by Morsi supporters, and it says in a statement implying it could start clearing out the protester ground soon. CNN's Raza Saya gives us a closer view of what is happening inside one of the demonstration centers.
The only thing that shades Sakina and her two children from the searing sun. For weeks, this is where Sakina says she spent most of her days. She's not leaving, she says, until Mohamed Morsi is president again.
Even if we stay for years, we'll still have hope. This is our God-given right.
Sakina is one of thousands of Morsi supporters at a massive month-long sit-in demonstration that's mushroomed into a small town. The sprawling sit-in covers several city blocks of an East Cairo neighborhood that's now lined with hundreds of tents that house entire families. There's even one for Egyptian protesters visiting from abroad.
I'm Ashraf Ati and I'm coming from the United States of America.
My name is Dalia Lotfi and I come from the UK.
My name is Laisa Abdel Latif and I come from France.
The aim is legitimacy. It's not Dr. Morsi in person, but it's for legitimacy. If he doesn't come back, then what law are we going to go by from now on?
A fortunate few get a soft place to sleep. Others rest on where cars used to park. The Prophet lived much harder than this, says Ali. This is nothing. But here, like most communities, you are going to find some familiar amenities and services. A community clinic for the sick and injured. A barber shop for haircuts and straight blade shaves. Scores of volunteers who cool you off. A kitchen that prepares thousands of ready-to-eat meals. A daycare center for the hundreds of children at the demonstration. But this could be the community's most critical feature, its volunteer security force. For days, Egypt's interim government has delivered veiled warnings that a crackdown is coming. If an attack comes, Morsi supporters say they're ready. This is one of the entrances to the sit-in, and it's lined by a lengthy 6-foot brick wall backed by sandbags. Behind this first barrier, a second barrier. Behind the second barrier, a third and a fourth barrier. Volunteer guards here say they're ready to lay down their lives, even those who've never seen adulthood. This is better than playing, says Ali, who said he was 15 but looked closer to 10. If I die a martyr. All for a makeshift town that's become a symbol of defiance for Morsi supporters, but whose days could be numbered. Reza Saya, CNN, Cairo.
Australia is expanding its plan to prevent asylum seekers from entering the country by paying poor neighbors to take them instead. Now, people arriving by boat will be sent to the remote island of Nauru for processing and resettlement, as well as to Papua New Guinea. The Australian Prime Minister signed an agreement with the President of Nauru Saturday, and in return, the island nation will receive $29.9 million in aid.
Boat is not the way to gain Australian residency. If you're seeking to take the dangerous passage by boat, my message as Prime Minister of Australia is simply this: don't. Don't believe the lies that people smugglers are peddling. Don't get on the next boat. You won't be settled in Australia. You will be sent to Nauru or Papua New Guinea for reprocessing and resettlement.
Twitter in UK is stepping up its security measures after several women say they received graphic threats whilst using the social networking site. The threats are commonly called trolls. Twitter says it's updating its rules. Now this clarifies that abuses won't be tolerated in tweet and is putting a button on its apps to allow people to report abuse. The company says it's adding staff as well to handle those reports, and it would continue, it says, to look at new technologies to boost protection for Twitter users. Atika Schubert spoke to one woman who reported an abuse on Twitter and helped motivate these changes. This interview was conducted earlier this week before the head of Twitter UK, who tweeted an apology to the women who suffered abuse on the site.
She was bombarded with abuse on Twitter. Threats to rape and kill her at her home circulated with an address.
Really, really graphic and violent and detailed, anatomically detailed descriptions of what's going to happen to me, and it's been rape threats and death threats, and it's just been quite relentless.
At its peak, nearly one tweet a minute. She continued to be bombarded for several days from anonymous users that, once blocked, simply opened up new accounts. Some advised her to ignore it, but she didn't. She reported it to police. 2 men were arrested, and more may follow.
I think that a lot of the people who've been tweeting me feel that they can act with impunity, that nothing will happen to them. Some of them, you know, they openly laughed when I said that I was going to deal with them, because they just felt that there was no comeback. And so both the police and Twitter, I think, need to be making a really strong stand and saying, no, there are laws, there are regulations, and we will deal with them.
Criado Perez says from her experience, the advice, don't feed the trolls, just doesn't work.
To ignore them would just be to give them what they want, really. They want you to shut up. They want to feel that they've won.
Her advice, report it to police. Threatening to rape or kill someone is illegal, even on Twitter. Atika Schubert, CNN, London.
From that Twitter fallout there, we take another second break. We'll be back in a moment.
The the source assures us